Hi, welcome to the 2020 Springfield Township Touch-A-Truck. Today we're going to go over our rescue truck, which generally responds on all technical rescues, structure fires. So basically, it's like a big giant toolbox. And we're going to take a tour of it real quick as well. So we'll be moving around a little bit, and I'll try to explain everything that's carried on this truck. So this truck will carry 3 personnel to the fire. They will also be augmenting crews in and around the fire scene. And they generally are the rescue company. They're doing the search and rescue. On technical rescues, this could also do anything from rope rescue to water element rescues, also vehicle extrication. We do have a winch on the front of the truck. It's kind of like a tow truck as well on the front bumper, so there's a cable. And in the event that we'd have to secure something with a winch cable, almost like a big wrecker truck as well. It also produces light. We have a light tower on top. It produces almost like the sun. Our law enforcement officials here at Township usually like it when we put it up, and they always say, put up the sun. And it's generally pretty bright. Because at night, this truck also rolls at night, and we have to create our own electricity and lighting. So it's multifunctional. It's old. It's a 1990. She's still chugging along pretty good. And we also fill our self-contained breathing apparatus. I know that's a big word, but our breathing air, basically like scuba divers. We don't dive in water, but we dive in smoke. And it also allows us to fill our SCBA cylinders. And I'll show you that when we move around the truck. All right, let's take a tour around Rescue 79. We talked about what we carry on this truck for technical rescue. To start off, this is where we fill our SCBA cylinders, the good air that we carry on our back. There's big cylinders that are hidden back in behind here, but this is the cylinder that we do fill off of this system. Looks pretty complex, but allows the firefighters to rehab and refill their SCBA cylinders in and around the fire scene as we operate. In this compartment, we carry some of our rope rescue equipment. It's all carried in bags. We have convenient trays that we can pull out as well. There's a number of these rescue rope bags that carry different equipment in order to either lift or lower firefighters from a technical rescue in the event that we needed rope. We do have a few areas in our district, especially in the Winton Woods Park area, that have some cliffs and dams and things of that nature. So this equipment comes in useful in that event that we have to do a high angle rescue. Down below, same thing. We have another tray. It has some of our technical equipment, floor dry, and some other equipment that we use for auto extrication. But basically what this truck is a big rolling toolbox with a lot of features on it that allow us to get into unique situations. Our rescue truck doesn't carry a pump, but in this compartment we have a few things that we may need to use to extinguish a fire. We got a few fire extinguishers. And then again, we talked about earlier on, there's a light tower on this truck, and it has a generator to produce electricity at the scene. So there's extension cords on it as well. We have gas-powered fans or electric fans in the event that we've got to get rid of the bad air and push in the good air from outside. Also, there's a rat company bag in here. It's indicated by a sticker on the door. This indicates for our mutual aid fire departments. RAT stands for Rapid Assistance Team. It's a rescue team for firefighters in the event that they would get in trouble. But there's a special bag in here that we carry equipment that we can give them air into their breathing apparatus, and also some specialty tools to remove them from the incident if needed. So that's carried there in that bag right there. Fans, extinguishers, and extension cords. Got a lot of extension cords for electricity on the truck. All right, in the back compartment here, we carry some more unique equipment. We carry firefighting foam. This helps our pumper apparatus that pump water in the event we have a gasoline or hydrocarbon fire, that we can make foam. It makes like soap bubbles, the best way to explain it to the layman that's out there. But we carry different types for different situations, whether it's hydrocarbons like gasolines, kerosenes, and fuels, up into high expansion foam that a lot of the wildland firefighters use, like out in California. When you see the wildland style fires, it helps them expand their water basically. We also carry more rescue equipment back here. Jacks, stabilizing devices. This is called a Kodiak system, and it sets up in the event a vehicle is on its side that we can stabilize it before we remove the patients from the vehicle. All right, in this compartment, This is where the rescue tools carried as far as for auto extrication or machinery extrication. What's unique about this new tool that we have now, it's battery operated, which makes it a lot easier to hook up, use, and get into service right away. We used to have to use a hydraulic system. We still carry the old one on here just as a backup, but right now we have what's commonly termed as a jaws of life, and these tools are ready to be deployed. All I have to do is turn it on, and it's ready for action. This is a spreader. We usually will spread or open doors or lift objects with this particular tool. We also carry a cutter. It's like a big giant pair of scissors, and we basically don't have to hook it up to anything, turn the battery on. It's just like a big pair of scissors. And we also have rams. In the event that we would have to push or pull something, basically we can turn that on and extend whatever we have to get into as far as a door or open things or pry things off. These come in very handy. And they're all battery operated. We carry backup batteries in here as well. We have more extension cords. In the event the batteries are dead, we can hook it into the extension cord for power. And we also carry different components as far as a sawzall. We have to cut metal, wood, tar, rubber, all kinds of different material we have to get into. So we carry a wide variety of tools in order to open, pry, or push things. This compartment, we carry a couple of rescue saws, a number of those. Again, the trays slide out. We have a number of saw components, different blades, fuels, so on and so forth. So chainsaws aren't just for cutting wood, but we also use these to ventilate roofs in the event we have to open up a roof. We also have a rotary saw that lives back here, and this pretty much cuts almost everything from wood, rubber, metal, concrete. And this is 2-cycle operated or fueled. And we use this pretty much extensively on everything. So it's universal when we do use it. Where a chainsaw is more confined to being used on wood. We also carry wood, planks, and plywood up top. We have sheets of plywood on here in the event we need to either board something up or lay a ground pad down. If we were on an incident where somebody was below the ground, a trench rescue, a construction team that we distribute our weight. So we carry a few pieces of 4x8 sheets of plywood. And this is all up top a through compartment that carries lighting, brooms, a tripod. We have utility keys to shut off water, gas, that the same as the utility departments can do, but we have to eliminate those hazards on the scene as well. So some of those tools are carried up here as well. Our last compartment, here on the driver's side, we have the electric panel. The generator we can't see on this truck because it's tucked up underneath, but it will produce enough energy, same for a household because of all of our lighting that we have. And then it's like an electric panel in your house. It has the breakers in it just like your home so that we can charge all of the extension cords, reels, and outlets that are on the vehicle. We also have airbags on the apparatus that we carry down here for heavy, heavy lifting. And then the controllers for those, that uses air. The same that we talked about for our breathing apparatus, those cylinders, is we use that air to inflate these bags. We also have just a wide variety of pneumatic drills, air tools, chucks, all kind of basic tools that you would see at any big box hardware store. But it allows us to go ahead and mitigate any situation that we come across because that's what we're here for, is we get called, we got to do and spring into action. All right, let's take a tour inside the cab real quick. This is where the firefighters ride. This is where their breathing apparatus are mounted. And we'll real quick take a tour inside and what's in here. Their radios, their SCBA, or their breathing apparatus. All right, inside the rear of the cab, this is a 4-door cab. This is where the firefighters would ride. They have their breathing apparatus already pre-mounted so they can quickly deploy them onto their body, basically, or put them on, and be ready to go to the fire. They also have radios, flashlights, and then communication to get orders as they're arriving on scene or en route to the scene. A few other couple of things that we have, a thermal imaging camera in here. This allows us to see through our smoke. These things are the best technology the fire department has ever gotten. They keep making them smaller and smaller and smaller, which is great. But it's another tool, useful tool that the firefighters use on the rescue company when doing search and rescue. Driver drives the truck. There's an officer up front. There's usually another firefighter in the back seat back here to augment everybody for a 3-person crew.